Good morning, students. In the last class we discussed how to read binary files and how to write it using basic data type, that is integers and characters. Let us read and write binary files using structures. I will convert the same program into structure here. Header files hash include fstream.h, hash include iostream, struct student, int reg char, let us create object for student yes, cout, enter register number and name of a student, cin extraction s dot reg s dot name. Then now I have to write this data into file. So I must create a file fstream f, then f dot open parenthesis first we have to open file now. I'll take a file name is demo, iOS scope resolution binary file I am going to open, iOS scope resolution in, iOS scope resolution out. Next, I have to write f dot write open parenthesis, then char star so the data is stored in which variable? Yes is an object, no? Okay, now Assume values are 10 and RAM, RAM I'll consider here. So ampersand, yes. So in the previous example, I did not take structure. For every data I have taken separate variables, that is basic type, reg and name. But in this example I am taking yes. Okay. Yes, it contains both these two members. So instead of writing 2 times write function, what we had written in the previous example, we can write only one function, one write function, because yes itself contain all the data. So you can write only yes here. Size of yes, semicolon, then now I want to read a file, the same file, f dot read char star ampersand yes comma size of yes. Then you can display that content on the screen. Cout register number reg yes dot See here, in this example, our structure members are reg and name. From main function, we are going to read data, and the data is stored in the object yes. So here the structure variable yes. Now I am going to write this variable, this data into the file. Which file? Demo. How? Size of yes. Yes means this structure variable. How much size? It is a 2 byte, and this is 20 byte. Total 22 bytes. Total 22 bytes are required for this yes. If I take another variable s1 and s2, so first 22 bytes for first student to store the record of first student, and next 22 bytes are for next student. So it allocates 22 bytes of memory for first student record. Size of yes, then ampersand yes, from where it has to write in the yava location in the. So yes start early starting location ಯಾವುದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. From there 22 bytes are reserved for first record, and next I am going to read. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವುದು? ಎಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ 2 ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್ and name. How many bytes it requires for register number? 2 bytes. After that 20 bytes. So total 22 bytes. Next we are reading from the file. So ಇದು ಫೈಲ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದು ಬೈನರಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಡೆಮೋ dot dat. So this is a binary file. So from this binary file I am going to read data and stored in this variable. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಮೆಮೊರಿಯಿಂದ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೈಟ್ಸ್ನ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 22 bytes. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ file it has to access 22 byte memory. and those values are stored in this ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಲೊಕೇಶನಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೈಟ್ 22 ಬೈಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ರೀಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎಸ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್. Now using of class, I hope you all know how to use class and objects. So we are going to read and display the data, student information, register number and name from class and from class using member functions input and display. So first we have to call input function. So to call input function we have to create object student yes dot input then yes dot. Okay, first I'll read data to this object. First ನಮಗೆ ಈ object ಗೆ data read ಆಗಬೇಕು. So reg and name. So when object is stored in object, sorry, when data is stored in this object, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ 1 to 1 and RAM. So let us understand the address is, let us assume the address is 500. Total how many bytes it requires? 20 plus 2, 22 bytes. So 22 bytes. ಈಗ ಡೇಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಲೆಟ್ us write this object into binary file. So we must open a file f stream f dot open parenthesis. So we have to write a file name here, demo dot dat, comma iOS scope resolution binary, because I am opening binary file, binary. So this is the way to concatenate more than one mode. iOS scope resolution in, iOS scope resolution out. After opening a file, we have to write a file f dot write open parenthesis char star ampersand yes comma size of yes close. After writing, simply I want to read a data from file and I display on the screen. F dot read char star ampersand yes comma size of yes. Then we have to display the content which is stored in yes, cout. There is a function no to display. Disp function is there. Now data is coming from the file and it's stored in this object, yes object. Then it display yes dot disp, yes dot colon flower bracket close. In this way we can read and write binary files using object class. Okay. Now next question. Write a C++ program to perform read and write operation on binary file using class and objects to read and display the content of the details of book. hash include fstream.h, fstream.h, hash include iostream.h, class book open flower bracket, int book id, char title of 20, public void input cout, enter extraction book id, extraction title, input function close, void disp cout insertion, book id colon bid, title colon I'll take two objects here, B1, B2 and B3. I'll take three objects. Next, let us write the records, these three records into file. Fstream f semicolon f dot open parenthesis char star ampersand, file name demo dot, this time I'll take a file name is different, new dot dat, iOS scope resolution in binary, iOS scope resolution in iOS scope resolution out semicolon. Now f dot write open parenthesis char star b1 ampersand b1 comma size of b1 close semicolon, f dot read char star ampersand b2 size of f dot read, sorry, right now, char star ampersand b2 comma size of, here b3, third object, no, b3. Now this time I'll write the data into file. Now I want to read f dot read anyhow the data is stored in b1, b2, b3. Now directly I'll display, I won't read from the file. Now this time I'll write these objects into file. I'll display from these objects b1 dot disp. Again I won't read file. Already we have given data, we have given the values in a object, so I use the same object here. b2 dot disp, b3 dot disp. I hope you are understanding what I am doing in this program. First I have defined a class. This class having two data members. To read and display these members we have functions called input function and display function. So these two are the functions. After that I am going to read values for these objects b1, b2, b3. So there are three objects. So let us consider three records, three books details, and these three book details are stored in the file called new. Let us assume this is a file, a line which is extracted from the file. Now how many bytes it requires? 22 bytes. 0 to 21, then 22, 32, 42, 20, 43, no, 22 to 43, then 43 to 60, 21 up to 21, 22 to 43, 44 to 65, then 66 is the end of file. See here, we write data, these three book details into this binary file. The first record, that means first book detail, it occupies 22 bytes, next 22 bytes and next 22 bytes. So 0 to 21, it takes a b1 record, then b2 and b3, 22 to 43 b2 record, and 44 to 65 b3 record. Now how to know the number of records in a file? ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಗೊತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹೌ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೈಲ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. Assume this is a binary file. Okay, this file having data. So 0 to 21 first book detail, 22 to 43 second book detail b2, and 44 to 65 third book details. Okay, Now, what is the formula? How to derive a formula to calculate how many records are stored in the file. So this is end of file now, 66, 67, so on, and up to here the data is there. From here, this is end of file. Now B1, B2, B3 are there now? Okay. So B1 ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. How? See here, if you take the cursor to the end of the file, ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಫೈಲನ್ನು ಅಪೆಂಡ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಅ ಫೈಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅಪೆಂಡ್ ಮೋಡ್. ಅಪೆಂಡ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್? ಪುಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್. ದಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೈಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪುಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್? 66 ಇಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ದು ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಟು ನೋ ದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್, there are two functions, telp and telg. Right now the put pointer is there, so which put pointer location? Its location is 66. So if you open file in append mode, that put pointer is at the end of the file, and if you apply telp function here, telp, now it returns, let us assume this is a f object of class, f dot telp, it returns 66. 66 na return ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. 66 divided by size of each record. Size of each record is to 22 bytes. Size of record. What is the size of each record? 22. 66 by 22 gives 3. So how many records are there? 3 records. So how to write a general formula here? Position of, you must write both. Syntax ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇದೆರಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ನೀವು. How to calculate the number of records in a file? You must write both. ಈಗೇನು ಬರಿತೀನಲ್ಲ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Number of records is equal to position of EOF, end of file, divided by size of record. That is, number of records is equal to f dot telg, sorry, telp, or you can use telg, anyone. ಬೈನರಿ, ಇದು ಬೈನರಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೀವು ಟೆಲ್ಜಿನಾದರೂ ತಗೋಬೋದು. ಟೆಲ್ಜಿ divided by size of record here. Open file in or move file pointer to the end of the file, to the end of the file. ಟೆಲ್ಜಿ, ಈಗ ಟೆಲ್ಜಿ ನಮಗೆ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನೇ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು? ಫಸ್ಟು ಫೈಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟನ್ನು ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್. ಇದನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಹೌ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್? 22. If I input record number 3, it has to show the record number 3 starts from 44. The location is 44. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಹೌ? say, assume n is a record number. N is record number. If n is equal to 2, second record starts from this location. Okay. So each record size is 22 bytes. The formula is n minus 1 position of given record, position of given record is equal to n minus 1 into size of each record. Size of each record. So position of given record is equal to n minus 1, n is 2 here, 2 minus 1 into size of each record 22 bytes, 1 into 22, that is equal to 22. So the second record starts from 22. If I give n is equal to 1, first record, I want to know the position of first record, that is 1 minus 1 0, 0 into anything is 0. So the first record starts from 0th location. If you want third, n minus 300, 3 minus 1 2, 2 into 22 44. So now you have to implement these things in a program. First you have to write 3 records into file. After that user has to input a record number, then program has to display its position. In the same program we can calculate how many records are there in the file. Of course we have given 3 records, but from the program we are going to display how many records. Program has to calculate. Now program ಇಂದ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. Hash include IO stream, hash include conio, and hash include fstream.h, fstream.h header file, hash include IO stream, then void main, class employee, I'll take employee, employee ID integer, then employee name char, e-name I'll take 10. Now in the public section, void scan, I'll take name of the function is scan, cout, enter employee ID and employee name, cin extraction, eid extraction, e-name, close. Void disp cout employee ID colon eid cout e-name colon then void main three objects here, E1, E2 and E3. E1 dot scan, E2 dot scan, E3 dot scan. Now we shall write these data into file, that binary file. So we have to open file f stream f dot open I'll take file name employee, name of the file I consider employee here. IOS scope resolution binary, IOS scope resolution in, IOS scope resolution out, semicolon. Next, f dot write ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫೈಲಿಗೆ ರೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ. char star ampersand E1, first I want to write E1 record, comma IOS size of E1, f dot write char star ampersand E2, comma size of E2, f dot write char star ampersand E3, comma size of E3. Then so three records are stored in the file. Let us calculate how many records are there in the file. So it has to display the total number of records in the file 3 anta display agbeku. Now we have to move file pointer. ಈಗ ಫೈಲ್ ಯಾವ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಇದು ರೀಡ್ ಮೋಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾವು ಗೆಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಈಗ. seek f dot seek g ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಎಂಡ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, 3 ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್, begin IOS scope resolution begin, IOS scope resolution end and IOS scope resolution current. If I write like this, 0 comma IOS scope resolution end ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೆಟ್ 0 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಂಡಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎಂಡಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಂಡಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, 0 ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದ ಗೆಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ end of the file. So here I shown, before I shown last end of the file 66 ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಈಚ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 byte plus 10 22 12 bytes, ಒಂದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಗೆ 12 byte ಬೇಕು. Here I'll write so 0 to 11 that is 12, then 12 to 23 that is second record, and 24 to 35 36 is the end of file. This is end of file EOF. So get pointer kuda ille ide. Iga get pointer ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, 36 ಅಂತ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ 0 to 11, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ 12 to 24 23 and third record 24 to 35. So end of file, this is end of file. Now we use the seekg function to move the file pointer to this location, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈಲಿಗೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಗೆಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ದ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಏನೀಗ 36. Now you know the formula how to calculate number of records So we have to know the position of get pointer when we move to the end of the file and into size of each record. Int n, this stores the number of records. N is equal to tell g is a function, no? It tells the position. F dot tell g, open parenthesis, it doesn't have any argument, then into total number of records, no, divided by size of each record, size of EMP ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಟೆಲ್ ಜಿ ಇಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಇನ್ನು 36 ಅಂತ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 36 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ size of EMP. How much what is the size of each record? 12 here. 12 3s are 36. So it returns 3. Now see out total number of records is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ 3. ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕೀಬೋರ್ಡಿಂದ ಫೈಲ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಡೇಟಾ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ 3 ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ E1 E2 E3. ಸೊ 3 ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್. We have written 3 employee records into the binary file and we are displaying total number of records is 3. And you can input the which record detail you want, which record position you want. See out, enter the position of any record. ಇರೋದು 3 ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ 1 2 3 ಅಂದರೆ 3 ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ಎಂಟರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಎಂಟರ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 2 3. Before that I'll take int x, c in extraction x. So if I give x is equal to 2, so what is the position of second record? Formula x is equal to position, I'll take position, int pos is equal to x minus 1 into size of EMP. So x is 2. If I take x value 2, 2 minus 1 1 into size of employee. Size of employee is 12. 1 into 12 12. So the second record starts from 12. After that I'll display here. I'll continue here. See out position of ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್, ಸಿ ಔಟ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಷನ್ POS, then main function close. So in this program what we have implemented both how to use seek G and tell G. If you want to move put pointer, you can use seek P, tell P. Okay. I hope you understood this program, how to read and how to write a binary files using structures and also class and objects, and what is the formula to calculate number of records in the file and formula to find the position of a given record. Through this example, I hope you all understood. So in the next class, let us discuss some 2-mark questions and 3-mark questions on this chapter. Thank you.